Well, hello, my lovelies. It's Murky Meg here. Well, hello. It is Friday the 7th of March, and this is the 5th video in the series that I'm doing of watching and reviewing With Love, Meghan, and it is episode 5, which is titled Surprise and Delight. If you want to watch any of the other previous videos that I've done of the other 4 episodes, I've popped a link up in the right hand corner. If you click on that, it will take you to a playlist. All of those should be in. And I have to say that I'm absolutely loving your comments on my previous videos in this series. It's really spurring me on to continue them. So, without further ado, let's get on with episode 5, Surprise and Delight. Just a quick side note, it neither surprised me or delighted me. Okay, the laughter started already. So, we're out the kitchen because the girls are coming over for lunch. She's driving in her car. We've actually left the rented kitchen and we're out and about in LA around her favourite places. She's pointing them out. I go there and I like that, and that's the antique place. It's the little things that matter, she says. Well, that will be the cream that Harry uses that might make it a little bit little. So I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist with this frozen todger. One thing I've noticed across all 5 episodes that I have watched, it's just one big cliche. She announces that the girls are coming over for lunch. The girls being Abigail Spencer and Kelly Zafjen. And she explains to us while she's driving the car that both the girls like to eat light and healthy. So a beautiful, yes, there's that word again, salt-baked fish is on the menu. And can you guess what they're going to have with it? Yes, a crudité platter. I don't think there's been a single episode so far that hasn't involved crudités. The woman is obsessed with crudités. They're also going to have a salad with it. But I might add there are no carbs that were put on the plate whatsoever. If you didn't know already, Meghan loves flowers and she loves a flower mart. So we're off. She's taking us along for the ride to find some flowers, some beautiful blooms. If I took a shot every time this woman said beautiful, I would be absolutely pissed as a rat. Anyway, she's off to the flower mart to get some flowers to do an arrangement for the ladies and their lunches. I'd also like to note that Meghan Markle famously said that she didn't want to be one of those people that was known as a ladies who lunch. Well, every single episode so far has been people that lunch or ladies that lunch. I can't say ladies because we've had Daniel Martin, but never mind. But essentially, it's going against what she said. She didn't want to be known as one of those ladies that lunches. But that's all you've done, Meghan. Every single episode so far, you've been having lunch with your friends. Essentially, that makes you ladies that lunch. We're at the flower mart, okay? She says, the first thing I do is see what colour I gravitate to, and everything goes from there. Think about it like an outfit. Once you pick the base look, you have to accessorise in a way that makes sense and matches. What story are you going to tell? I can't even laugh at that one, to be fair. That's not a hearty laugh. I'm really sorry because it's just so boring. This would make sense on that story and that would make sense together, she says as she compiles the flowers that she wants to buy. What? They're flowers, Meghan. This would make sense on that story and that would make sense together. It's just word salad. And in typical word salad form, she says, the lunch should feel breezy and like a Nancy Meyers movie. It's lunch, Meghan. It's lunch with so-called friends. She then buys hundreds of dollars worth of flowers. But it would be hundreds of dollars if I went to my local flower shop and I bought as many flowers as she did. It would be an awful lot of money. Anyway, we're back at a rented gaff. And this is where she teaches us how to arrange flowers. She arranges them on a massive table outside and you can see all the paraphernalia is in the background. She's got everything she needs and she tells us, because it's all about Meghan, it's all her show, isn't it? She learnt how to arrange flowers at her baby shower in New York City. She also informs us, just in case you'd like to know, I might add, that she likes to arrange flowers at the end of the day with a glass of wine. Personally, I like to sit on the sofa with my husband and watch a bit of TV. That's my end of day. And then an absolute gem gets dropped. The crew, of course the crew are scripted, ask her, What kind of music do you listen to while arranging flowers? Okay, you ready? I kid you not. She says that she likes 70s soft rock and yacht rock. Yeah, we know all about your yachting, Meghan. Oh, she seriously said yacht rock. I'm sorry, but there is no way that she wouldn't know about those stories of her yachting. She then says that she doesn't use glass vases for flowers because she doesn't understand who has the time to change the water. Well, I do, Meghan. I use beautiful glass vases for my flowers, and I only have to change the water maybe once or twice a week. It's not that hard. Right, so we are back in the kitchen. It's a new outfit. It's cream. It's always cream. Yeah, for somebody who said famously that they weren't allowed to wear colourful colours when in the royal family and it had to be neutral, she sure is wearing a lot of neutrals, isn't she? Hold on to your hats, folks. She's going to tell us how to do ice cubes. It's revolutionary. It's absolutely revolutionary because you don't use tap water. No. You cannot use tap water. You need to use distilled or boiled water because then you can't see the florals in your ice cubes. Avoid cloudy water. Apparently, it actually matters, according to Meghan. Do you want another fun, surprising and delightful tidbit from Meghan? Well, she freezes orange juice in sweet little moulds that are shaped like roses for a beautiful mimosa. Her words. Apparently, it's simple and it elevates it. It's also handy for keeping your drink cold. Who'd have thought it, eh? Ice keeps your drink cold. Groundbreaking. I never knew that had I not learned it from Meghan Markle. Her girlfriends are here! Yay! Pop goes the champagne! Cheers, gals! Of course, Abigail, right on script, gushes about how amazing Meghan is in the kitchen. And you're a chef, you're amazing in the kitchen. And let's cook the fish. Now, bear in mind, she's invited these ladies over to lunch, but they have to cook. There's lots of laughing about kosher salt. I don't really get it. It must be an inside joke. Aprons on, and then they salt bake the fish. And she's basically telling them how to do it. She's being very bossy in the kitchen. And then out comes the crudité platter. We then have a flashback, another flashback, about how to arrange a crudité platter. She says, I never let a guest arrive without something on the table, and my girlfriends would absolutely expect I would have something to feed them. Well, you kind of get them to cook, so it's been done. We've seen so many crudité platters so far, it's getting boring. But the best thing is, she doesn't make her own hummus. I was actually shocked at this. She doesn't make her own hummus. Hummus is the most simplest thing to make. I even made it yesterday. I mean, it's so simple. It's chickpeas. I use canned chickpeas. It's a little bit of the chickpea water. It's tahini. It's garlic. It is lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper. And you know what? Just before you blitz it, put an ice cube in. But you don't have to use distilled water. And that gives it all nice, a fluffy aeratedness to it. You can add things like cumin or parsley or chili or sumac or anything like that. But essentially it is chickpeas, olive oil, lemon, garlic, tahini, salt and pepper. I mean, I literally made this yesterday. It takes 3 minutes. I mean, yesterday I made, all from scratch, I made chicken shawarma. I made a garlic and mint yogurt dip. I made hummus. I made a Turkish parsley onion salad along with the chicken shawarma. And look, beautiful. I even elevated it with radishes that I got from Aldi. I didn't grow the radishes. I'm so sorry. But my point being is that had she actually made the hummus instead of making or showing us how to place and arrange a crudité platter, because we've seen her do that before in so many other episodes, make the hummus. No, she's made a point of saying it's shop bought hummus, but you can elevate it by doing something. And all she does really is put more olive oil on top of the shop bought hummus. I mean, hummus has got oil in it anyway, you don't need it. And then some hemp hearts. Where's the flavour? Make the hummus, Meghan, make the hummus. It's dead easy. But according to her, all you need to do is add olive oil and hemp hearts to a shop bought hummus to make it look and taste way better. I disagree. You make your own hummus, it will never ever taste anything like shop bought. It will be so much better and it takes literally 4 to 5 minutes. Now we've faffed around with shop-bought hummus, she shows us how to arrange the crudité platter, layering and graduating with colour. Apparently, more edible flowers are added, and she also adds that to the hummus as well, edible flowers on top of the oil and the hemp hearts. We're back to the present and it's salad time, and she makes sure that we are told that the salad was from her garden, and they make a simple salad dressing. Honestly, these two girls, Kelly and Abigail, are amazed that you can make salad dressing just with a few ingredients. Abigail is sticking to the script and asks Meghan if she enjoys cooking socially or alone. Of course, Meghan gleefully obliges and answers, and she says that it's meditative, but it's changed since she's had kids because she wants them to learn. And apparently, Harry, or H, as she calls him again, is a great cook. Bollocks, is he? You wouldn't know his arse from his elbow. They kind of rip open the salad, and guess what? Guess what's added to the salad, guys? I bet you can't guess. Yeah, it's edible flowers. Anyway, the fish comes out the oven. I forgot to tell you about the fish because it was so mundane and bland. They literally just put the fish in a salt-baked thingy-majig and stuck it in the oven. Anyway, she now tries to teach them how to fillet a fish. Obviously, it's the crack, crack, crack of the salt bake, and then she shows them how to do one fish, and then she demands that they do the other. She's seriously quite bossy in this kitchen. It's time to go out into the garden and eat the prepared lunch that they all collectively did together because girlfriends! Of course, Abigail gushes over the flowers. We were told previously that Abigail actually has her own flower company. And get this, this is an absolute doozy. She says that because Meghan always had flowers around when they first met and when she was in Toronto, it encouraged Abigail to open up a flower business. Meg, you are my only flower consultant. She says that she would send her early displays to Meghan, and Meghan would go, no, take that out, no, take that out, no, take that out. Could she seriously be up her arse anymore? It's oh God, it's so cringy. Oh, take it back, there's bread on the table, but that's just magically appeared. She didn't bake it, she didn't show us how to bake it, she didn't say that it was going to be on there. Bad hostess, not telling us what's on the plate. The yap about friendship and how amazing they all are and how amazing their friendship is and how they met and blah, 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 blah. Oh, you guys are so easy to love. It's dessert time. She's actually giving them dessert. So, they're drinking wine in the garden. They all gush, oh, dessert, dessert, dessert. But can you tell what's going to be in the dessert? We've never seen this before. I jest. Preserves. She's bringing out the jam. She was bringing out the jam, ladies and gents. So they're in the kitchen, she's spitballing and she's thinking, she says, this is being whipped up in my head. Seriously, Meghan? It's a TV show. Everything is planned to the most minute detail. You're not whipping this up in your head because it's already been scripted. It's so trivial. So we pop the preserve/jam in the bottom of a glass bowl, and she says it's a reverse parfait. Well, we've already made a parfait in previous episodes, so we've seen it before, Meghan. We're just rehashing old things here. We're just rehashing, aren't we? Have we got any original ideas? Anyway, ice cream goes on top of that, and then this is where Meghan again talks about Meghan. She says that her grandmother worked in an ice cream shop and that her first job was at an ice cream shop when she was 13 years old at Humphrey Yogurt. We then add some berries on top and then some crumbled cookies, and there's all hilarity going, oh, well, what sort of cookies can you use? What sort of biscuits can we use? Graham crackers? We just have a bit of crunch. And then we put a sprig of mint on top to elevate it. A+ for presentation. No, seriously, they said A+ for presentation. They eat the dessert. Abigail is right on script and said, I'm just all about the jam. Gosh, 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 isn't it amazing? Wow, wow, wow. Seriously, it's jam, ice cream, fruit and crumbled cookies. It's not exactly rocket science, is it? Oh, sorry, it is rocket science because Meghan informs them that Lily and her made the jam. Utter bollocks. Anyway, Abigail, it's easy and delightful and we're all doing it together. And she says, you can take something pretty ordinary and you can make it extraordinary. Chef kiss, that's a wrap, she says. Yay! And then, thanks team, thanks everybody, thanks gals. End of scene. Or end of episode, I should say. Oh, it's still just a glorified series gushing about how amazing Meghan is, how amazing she is in the kitchen, what an amazing cook she is, how amazing she is at doing flowers, how amazing it is that she makes crudité platters. Apparently the kids eat crudité platters every day. Absolutely not. What 5 and 3-year-old eat raw veggies? They might eat tomatoes, granted, but she's got broccoli, she's got raw cabbage, she's got radishes, peppers. I mean, they might eat peppers, but she gushes how they eat it every single day. No, I'm not buying that at all. Not one single bit. Well, from my experience of being around children, nah, it's not happening. Or maybe where I was going wrong and I should have taken Meghan's advice, and that's to make everything look more appealing and bright and colourful, and then they'll eat it. I still disagree. But essentially, this is yet again another episode about how wonderful and amazing Meghan Markle is as a hostess. I'll say it again, she is simply playing a trad wife, but a trad wife that has nannies and chefs and hired help to do everything and prepping. That's not a trad wife, that is just cosplaying as one. And again, it's shot beautifully, the cinematography is gorgeous, but that's not Meghan, that's the crew. The bits that she's involved with, which is herself, is very forced, it's very scripted, it's not natural, it's awkward, and it just seems lame, quite frankly. As one of my commenters on YouTube said, completely repugnant, as ever. So, that's me for today. I'm going to take tomorrow off because my husband's out with his friends for the day, so I'm going to take a day off and spend some time relaxing and just getting some rest in, because I've got to admit, it's really quite harrowing watching this, but I am loving the responses. I am loving your comments to this, and it really does spur me on. I'll be back on Sunday to do episode 6. As always, or as ever, let me know your thoughts.
Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.